Hi everyone, delonewolf here, and welcome to the Everquest Next Landmark Alpha. Now in today's video I want to talk a little bit about the state of the alpha after pretty much 1 week of it being released, and then I also want to cover some of the building tools, because as you can see I have a few more than I did during the live stream, and I also made a little bit of a mistake there, which was actually also due to the alpha state of the game, but yeah, I thought I'd quickly cover them just to give some information that I found out in the meantime about building stuff in Landmark. So first of all, state of the game. It's looking quite a lot better at the moment. First of all, this is the first day that I log back in, and I finally see that my wooden floor is still there. I've built it 4 times, and this is the first time it's coming back. We did get a patch, so it does look like they have fixed some of the problems with claims disappearing in the pack. So that's some very good news. Secondly, on stability and overpopulation front, there were queues and problems with logging in. This is all looking quite a lot better as well, and let's have a quick look at what Gale is making here in the meantime. But yeah, it's all looking a lot more stable right here on EU time zone, which is when I play. The servers show medium population. They added a 3rd server so that people can actually had a chance to claim new territories, and they also added several islands to every server just to give people the opportunity to start on less populated servers. Now for the claiming issue itself, that everyone rushes for claims close to the portal areas. That's not really worked out just yet. I mean, it's a total rush to grab the best land, and in no time the server almost completely fills up. But yeah, let's hope that SOE can actually either come out with enough servers or work on a system that would allow people to at least find their own little corner in Landmark before it's basically overpopulated and there's hardly any room for new claims anymore. That's really been a little bit of an issue. Let's hope that with more room they can actually solve it. Otherwise they'll have to find a different system. Other than that, after 1 week, I would say it is starting to feel like the game is becoming stable enough that Sony will probably start rolling out new features in Landmark. Things that I definitely like to see is water, and anything else that they really could add to the game short term. I think next weekend will still be a serious test for the game. After all, it's only been decently stable in the last few days, which is during the week, and I do expect that during the weekend a lot of people will actually be coming back to the game. So that will be a little bit like a test of stability, I feel. But after that, if it weathers the weekend well, if the servers manage to handle the weekends quite well, I do think that Sony will be able to focus a little bit less on keeping the game stable, which it's really what they've been doing all week, and they'll finally be able to start working on some new features and on patching the game regularly. And yeah, I hope also that I can of course bring you guys some very nice updates when it comes to that. On the communication front, they've done an excellent job. The developers have been very active with the community on the forums, and if you follow stuff on Twitter, you almost get a live feed of what's happening in the game. So if there's any big problems, it's tweeted out right away. The whole roadmap that they're actually following with their with the stuff that they find most important, all of that is posted on Twitter right after they come out of meetings and stuff like that. So yeah, communication wise, it's actually been working very, very well. And yeah, finally we are seeing some stability. Honestly, I've been able to play for a few hours every day after some EVE Online and some Hearthstone, so it's all looking quite nice. And finally we also can start working on our claims a little bit without having to fear that we'll lose the stuff we've built anymore, because it's finally taken for the first time. So yeah, let's move on to that now, to some of the building tools. And and let's see what I figured out here. So first of all, during the live stream I said that the only tool I could find back was the add tool and then the selection tool that I could make, and so I thought that was a little bit of a wrong choice to not add a delete tool right away. This is actually not the case. They did add a delete and a heal tool right away for very cheap, but because I tried on the first day to make them, let's go for building tools, somehow they were not there for me. So a delete tool is just one piece of dirt and a heal tool, same right here. So you can actually make those two tools right off the bat. No need to have any progression just to create them, but it's just that it bugged out for me and I couldn't make them on day one, and that's why I forgot to actually check if there was anything fixed on that end, and I just assumed that you had to work to actually get those. So nope, you actually do get good tools right away: an add tool, a select tool, a delete tool, and a heal tool. And with a little bit of progression you can also make an exceeding smooth tool, or just a smooth tool. I get an exceeding one for some reason, and a paint tool. So in order to activate stuff like torches, that's also something I had to figure out. You can just left click them on the part that actually has to light up. So that is also something that I just learned. And other than that, yeah, let's do just a little bit of building just to show you guys a few of the tools that I've already figured out, at least for a part. So let's go for some stone stairs here. That's actually what I think I'd like. Maybe we'll have the work stone slabs here. And the idea for me is to actually go up a little bit with some stairs and then add different platforms where I can build the next forge and a few other workstations that I still have to unlock. But yeah, let's go then for tool number 3, which is just a place tool. And over here, for instance, 3, 4, 5, 6, I'm going to build a 6-on-6 platform. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and that's working out okay. Now you can of course keep going like that, but there are more efficient ways of creating these platforms. One that I saw from Force Strategy Gaming that he actually used is let me see if I can actually get it to work here somehow. He would take a larger rectangle, place those like that for instance, and then he would use the heal tool. So let's grab the heal tool and then just take the lowest parts off, allowing him to extend the platforms a little bit more quickly than just having to go with the smallest stone block, voxel block, and then having to place down all of them individually. The healing tool, it just deletes it and adds it right back to your inventory, so that's definitely a very handy one. And this one is very intuitive, you know, you just whatever you select will just get deleted and get healed up as well. Oh, I'm actually working with the delete tool, and now if I grab the healing tool, it's actually going to repair that. So that works exactly as you would expect and is pretty damn easy. Now after this, let's start building our stairs up a little bit. So I'll take 3 again and 2. God damn it! Oh, it's actually okay to put it there. And then I will try and show you the copy tool. So, oh, it's very nice. The slope actually seems to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Seems to be the exact slope that I need to build a one-on-one stair upwards. So that's pretty good. And so let's see if I can actually show you guys the copy tool as well on these stairs. So what you can then do, you just grab number 4, you go towards the entire selection that you actually want, and then you can press Ctrl C for a copy, and Ctrl V will actually copy it. Now here comes actually the harder part, is getting it in the right position. So if you get this round icon, this will actually just turn it around on the 3 axes that it's got. So you get the horizontal axis, the vertical one, and then another vertical one, but 90 degrees different from it. But as you can see, it's really difficult now to get it to actually mesh well with those stairs. Luckily there is, let me quickly see if I can bring it to a correct position so that I can actually see what I'm doing. It's actually not that easy. But if you press Shift Tab, so with Tab I can just switch between all of these circling options, but with Shift Tab, let's try that again. Yeah, here we go. I actually get different arrows, and what these do is they change the position of the entire field, of the copy field. So if I want, for instance, to bring it down one, all I have to do is go on the green one, the vertical one, and here we go, it's actually placed down one. And now all I need to do is also place it one more in that direction, and that should be perfect. Oops. Well, actually it's not, because it does switch a little bit depending on where your mouse is actually. But here you go. That's actually good. And then after that you can just start copy pasting and building your stairs up. And here, for instance, as you can see, because of the terrain itself being a little steeper than necessary, it's actually coming right back over the first steps here. So I could continue, but if I want to do 3 of them, I can just mouse wheel again and get the stairs one further along. And here we go, we get some stairs moving up here on a one-on-one using the selection tool to copy and paste. So the important parts, if you use the copy and paste one, is Shift Tab, and then let's see, Control C and Control V, just like you would copy paste in a text. And now let's see, I do have to go a little bit higher because I want to be at least above this furnace. So let's see if I can maybe grab a little bit more. Let's again grab the selection tool, grab a piece of stairs that I want to copy. I press Control C, Control V. Here I have it. And now let's see if I can actually make this work. So let's zoom out a little bit and let's see where I end up on the positioning. Nope, I actually need to move in the ground just a little bit more, and then I think I'm okay, like that. Here we go, let's check it out. Nope, I'm actually wrong. As you can see, I was not deep enough. So let's grab the healing tool again, just make a big selection frame. All of that has been healed. You can do a smaller one here. Grab the rest of my blocks, and with need to go a little bit smaller then. Well, we can always delete this like that. That's pretty good. Go back to the selection tool, another copy, and then let's see if we can't get that into the correct position then. Well, it's actually pretty hard from what I can see. So let's go like that, and then here we are right on top of the stairs. So now we need to go in one, in another one, maybe one more. Let's see here. Yeah, so it's not that easy when you are like inside the other voxels. I need to move one more over here, and I think I'm actually going to have to try and do it right here. Yep, that's looking like what I wanted. And here we go. I'm actually pretty happy with the result. Look at that, these stairs actually start to completely go inside the landscape, but they are still stable enough and walkable for me to be able to stop on any of the stairs. So that's looking quite good. And yeah, working out quite nicely. Next up, maybe I will grab the pickaxe, or for some reason I can't dig here just yet, but we'll figure all of that out as we come along. And yeah, at least the copy and pasting works quite well. You do need to know about the tab and the Shift Tab command. Next up, I will try out, because I haven't done it yet, let's give the smoothing tool a try. So let's maybe try and put something a little different. Whoops, zoom out a little bit like that. And now let's grab my exceeding smooth, what's it called? Exceeding smooth tool, and let's see what it does. Alright, so that's just interesting when I do it like that. It's not doing much, so you have to select the entire item, it seems. Yeah, it's definitely smoothing stuff on this side. Look at that, making a small indenture. And I do wonder how I could smoothen, let's say, this one part here. Is that going to work somehow? No, maybe if I grab the round one, that's just pressing C. Let's see if, yeah, here we go. That's where I want to go. You can actually work with that, smoothen it out. Look at that. It's almost a round part of the column that I made here. So yeah, that's definitely a tool that will need some practice, but can provide a lot of detail into the stuff you make. And this actually looks okay. And am I high enough to build another platform? Actually, it's not. So I will have to work on that a little bit. But we're actually already at 60 minutes, so it's probably going to be time to wrap it up. Yeah. Overall, it's looking like stability has increased quite a lot, and I do hope that Sony will start to come out with new features pretty soon. I can also report that they are adding more servers, more room for people to actually get their claims, and they do seem to have fixed claims for a large part, because I do still have my my floor. Am I happy that I didn't build a pretty elaborate Tower of Doom that didn't got eaten up by the servers? And overall, it's looking quite okay. I am looking forward to the new stuff that Sony is going to bring out for Landmark, and definitely water. Definitely would like to see that. But other than that, also a quick review of some of the early tools. So just the add tool, the selection tool, you need to get used to that a little bit. Delete and heal tool work just as intended. Then the smoothing tool, you just saw that at work. You'll need to do some experimentation with that as well. And the paint tool, I'm really not sure how that actually works. So I guess that I'll have to take something else. Let's take like some wood. See if I can then paint that. Yep, here we go. That's how you add a coat of paint of another texture on top of your creation with the paint tool. So that one feels actually pretty simple to understand. So far, I would say the most difficult ones are going to be the selection tool and the smooth tool. But yeah, there you go, guys. An update on Everquest Next Landmark, the alpha. Again, keep in mind this is alpha. All of this is subject to change. All of this will be wiped as well, which is the reason why I'm not building anything all too elaborate. I do want to learn about the progression path, which I still have some work to do on. And after that, report on new stuff that gets added to Landmark. But I'm not going to invest too much time in building elaborate constructions until the open beta, where honestly I'm hoping that the guys from Minecraft will join me, and maybe some of you guys as well, so that we can actually get a bit more of a multiplayer experience. At the moment, Landmark does feel a little bit individualistic, although we're all on a few servers. But yeah, there you go, guys. State of Landmark after about a week of alpha. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you all next time.